This next Galactic Federation of Light channel is happening by the seat of my pants now twice. Yesterday, Spirit Team kind of haphazardly pulled me aside and said, now, we need you to do a channel with us now. So I did. You're going to see that channel. When I did the channel, I had that feeling of why is this so important right now? This seems like kind of banal information, but turns out it's really important information, because after I did that channel and got the recording done, I started having this creeping sensation. It's been creeping up on me for close to 24 hours now. And it's this feeling of oh my God, we are going to experience emotional whiplash at a magnitude, at a collective we have never experienced before. And that's all I can tell you. Spirit Team will not let me pendulum check it. They will not let me look into it. All they will let me do is this information I'm giving you now and the channel that you will be hearing about our EQ cosmic vote. You'll learn what that is and how important that is right now. And you can see, I just got out of the shower. They wouldn't, no hair, no makeup. They're just kind of yanking me aside and having me do this. So twice now, two kind of really interesting pieces of information. So today is Wednesday, November the 20th, 2024. It's about a quarter afternoon Pacific Standard Time after we are coming through the huge cyclone bomb off the coast of this state. So, like always, I want you participating, so make sure you are breathing in, blowing it out, doing it again, in, out. Well, okay, here we go. The first thing I am hearing, and this is Galactic Federation of Light. The first thing I am hearing is they're saying, welcome to the new time. You are now living in the new time. And they're talking to me about something about frame of reference. So there is an old frame of reference that you can easily snap into that grid. And now there is this new frame of reference. And frankly, this new frame of reference has been around for a while, but the splits that are happening with us societally, this new frame of reference is getting clearer and clearer and more magnified and more magnified. And so it is really important. It is really up to us to be very clear on the timelines we're on, the dimensional space we're in, and those frames of reference that we are functioning from. Now, really interesting, they're just zeroing in on frame of reference. And I think that's going to be a good chunk of the rest of this channel. So now they're talking to me with this frame of reference, Spirit Team, Galactic Federation of Light. They are talking to me about viewfinder. So let's say you wear glasses or you wear contact lenses, and you are someone that knows that depending on the lens that you have on determines how you are seeing. And for those who don't wear glasses or contact lenses, this would be the magnifying glass, or when you're looking through a telescope. This is the lens that we are looking through. This is what Spirit Team is saying. The perceptual lens that we are looking through determines how we are thinking, how we are feeling, what we are seeing, how we're responding, how we're interacting with our greater world. And so when there's a lot of energy in this, and so they're saying, be very clear about the lens of your perceptual frame of reference. Okay. They want me to share with you a little bit of a conversation I had with someone on one of my threads yesterday. And I very shortly mentioned in my pendulum check video the idea about what our EQ vote is, or what our cosmic vote is, or what our like our emotional intelligence vote is within the universe. And this woman came back and asked me, she's like, what is that? And so the examples that I gave to her are, well, right now, if you look at our society in the United States right now there are MAGA Trumpers, and their frame of reference is that Trump won. And they're all in on that. And then there's other MAGAs or Republicans where they voted for Trump and they were all in, and now they're beginning to find out, like, oh, what was promised is not what's going to be delivered. And you know, that whole thing about wanting to change their vote. Well, that's a whole frame of reference. Well, and then there are the people who have been standing on the sidelines who do not want to participate at all. And that's their frame of reference. And that is their EQ vote. And then there are those who are all in with Kamala Harris team. And they are totally into the space of, oh my God, we ran a great race and there was so much hope, and now we are defeated. And they are totally in that emotional space. And then there's the people who are in total fear of fascism coming. And then there are those of us who are like, yeah, we're watching it and we're looking at the smoke and mirrors going on, and we're like, it hasn't all played out. And that's our frame of reference. So all of these different people have all of these different frames of references, and that is what's driving their perceptual space and causing each and every one of us to be responding to what our frame of reference is and having our EQ vote with the universe, or our cosmic vote with the universe, or our emotional vote with the universe. And that's driving us, right? What Galactic Federation of Light wants to mention, just bring up, and they're presenting it as a choice. This is a choice. And I should say, all of those different frames of references, as I was parsing those out, no judgment. Really, truly, we have to get to a place of no judgment, because each and every person right now, they're not only making a political vote, a political interaction, they're making a cosmic vote, an EQ vote. And that's spiritual. That's deeply spiritual. And every single one of us, we are on our own spiritual path, and your spiritual path is different from the person standing next to you. No spiritual path is exactly alike. And so there is no judgment in how we are cosmically voting, okay? That's the beauty and the grand nature of all of this. So no judgment. Everybody gets a cosmic vote. And what Galactic Federation of Light would like you to know, and they are saying this from a non-judgment, purely you have a choice space, they are saying, be very aware of the viewfinders, the framework of the perceptual viewfinders that you are consciously putting on. And you put them on every single day, every single morning, and that's what you are functioning through. And what Galactic Federation of Light is saying is, there are a lot of you out there right now who are defaulting. You are falling into a framework of a perceptual filter that might not be right for you, or might not be yours, or might not be yours for your spiritual path. So this channel, this message is like a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to say, check the framework of your perceptual filter. Is that truly the perceptual filter, the viewfinder, that you want to be looking through? And really tune in on that, not just in your brain space, but in heart space, in core space, your greater spiritual space. Tune in with your spirit team. Get very, very clear on that. And now they're looping back to the greater conversation, and there's so much energy in it. They're saying, we now are walking in the landscape of the new time. And be very aware of the framework of the perceptual filter that you are practicing wearing on a daily basis, and noting where that perceptual filter is situating you into the landscape, this great landscape of the new time. They're going to leave it at that because A, no judgment, and B, we live on a planet of free will, so this is your choice. You get to choose it. And they want to be very clear that how you are wearing your perceptual filters and practicing what you're practicing in this great space of this new time is sending out the ripple effect, the wom ripple effect to the universe of who you are, where you're at, and what you're doing. And that will then determine your timeline, your dimension, your path, the direction that you are going.